The story of Burj Al Arab, a dream built on water. Ladies and gentlemen, friends from near and far. Today, I invite you to take a journey with me not across oceans or deserts, but into a story. A story of vision, of courage, of design, and of a building that rose from the sea like a sail catching the wind. And talking about the Burj Al Arab, the iconic hotel in Dubai, standing proud on its own island, a symbol of ambition and elegance. Let's begin not with facts, but with feeling. Imagine standing on the shores of Dubai in the early. The city is growing, yes, but it's still finding its voice. The skyline is humble. The world does yet look to Dubai as a place of wonder. But someone, somewhere, dreams bigger. Imagine a building that doesn't just serve guests, it speaks to the world. A building that says, we are here, we are ready. And so, the idea of Burj Al Arab was born. The name itself means Tower of the Arabs. But it's more than a tower. It's a message. A promise. A dream. Built on an artificial island just off Jumeirah Beach, the Burj Al Arab is not connected to land by accident. It stands apart, surrounded by water, like a jewel placed gently on velvet. A bridge that connects it to the mainland is not just a road, it's a path into another world. Now let's talk about its shape. You've seen it, I'm sure. That graceful curve, like the sail of a dhow boat, the kind that once carried traders across the Gulf. This design wasn't chosen for decoration. It was chosen to honor history, to reflect the spirit of the sea, to remind us that progress doesn't forget its roots. The architect behind this masterpiece was Tom Wright. He didn't just draw lines on paper. He listened to the culture, to the land, to the wind. And what he created was not just a building, but a symbol. Construction began in. It took 5 years to complete. 5 years of planning, building, adjusting, and dreaming. The island itself had to be built first. Engineers drove steel piles deep into the sea. They created a foundation strong enough to hold not just weight, but wonder. And then slowly, the Burj Al Arab began to rise. It's meters tall. That's taller than the Eiffel Tower. Taller than most buildings in the world. But height alone doesn't make it special. What makes it special is how it feels. Step inside, and you're greeted by a world of color, light, and space. The atrium, the central open area, one of the tallest in the world. It stretches up like a canyon of gold and blue. The walls curve inward, guiding your eyes toward the sky. The interiors are rich, yes. But they're not loud. They whisper elegance. They speak of care. Every detail from the carpets to the ceiling has been chosen with intention. Not to impress, but to welcome. The Burj Al Arab is often called a 7-star hotel. Officially, there's no such rating. But the phrase stuck because people felt something beyond luxury. They felt magic. There are suites in the hotel. Now room suites. Each one is 2 stories high. Each one has views of the sea. Each one is designed not just for sleep, but for experience. You don't just stay at Burj Al Arab. You live there, even if only for a night. And the service. It's quiet, respectful, attentive. Staff members come from all over the world, trained not just in hospitality, but in empathy. They learn how to read a guest's mood, how to offer help without being asked, how to make someone feel seen. Now let's talk about the restaurants. There's Al Mahara, which means the oyster. It's not just a place to eat, it's a place to dream. You enter through a golden elevator. You dine beside a giant aquarium, watching fish glide past as you enjoy your meal. It's like eating inside the ocean. Then there is Al Muntaha, which means the ultimate. It's located near the top of the building, offering views that stretch across the Gulf. You see the city, the sea, the sky all in one glance. At Burj Al Arab is not just about luxury. It's about storytelling. It tells the story of Dubai's rise. Of a city that dared to dream. Of a people who looked at the sea, and saw not limits, but possibilities. It tells the story of design. Of how architecture can speak. Of how a building can become a landmark, a memory, a feeling. It tells the story of hospitality. Of how welcoming someone with warmth and dignity can change their day, their mood, even their life. And it tells the story of balance. Between tradition and modernity. Between boldness and grace. Between ambition and humility. Now, let me share something personal. When I first saw the Burj Al Arab, I didn't just see a hotel. I saw a poem written in steel and glass. I saw a sail catching the wind of change. I saw a place where dreams are not just imagined, they're built. And I thought to myself, if this is possible, what else is? That's the power of places like Burj Al Arab. They don't just serve, they inspire. They remind us that beauty matters. That care matters. That vision matters. They remind us that we too can build something lasting. Something meaningful. Something that stands tall, even when surrounded by water. So, whether you visited Burj Al Arab or only seen it in pictures, I invite you to see it not just as a building, but as a story. A story of courage. A story of elegance. A story of what happens when people dare to dream. Thank you for listening. May your own dreams rise just as high, and may your journey be filled with light, warmth, and wonder.